Hi guys, I'm Brooke, the Master Educator here at Bella Lash, and today we're talking all things tweezers. If you haven't already, or if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all things lashing. As lash artists, we understand that our most utilized tool is our tweezers, which means it's so important that you have a tweezer that works best for you. I'm gonna go over the full Bella Lash tweezer lineup so that you can be educated to choose a tweezer that works for you. Not only is it important to be educated on this, but trial and error is also huge. So if you feel like there's a new tweezer you want to try, or if you're struggling with yours, make sure you try one of these that we talk about today. Let's start with our classic tweezer lineup. As lash artists, we have an isolation tweezer and an application tweezer. Your isolation tweezer, you typically hold in your non-dominant hand, where your application tweezer, you wanna hold that in your dominant hand. So let's talk our classic isolation tweezers. We have two of them that are designed specifically for isolation, but technically speaking, you could use them for application as well. We have our super straight and our straight. The difference between these two is the fine tips. Our straight isolation is great to isolate those extremely fine lashes, where our super straight is great for any kind of isolation. Like I said, these ones were designed specifically for isolation. Our next tweezer is our classic curved. Our classic curved tweezer is really neat because it was designed for both application and isolation because of the angle. It's great for all levels of classic lashing. Moving on to our application tweezers. We have two application tweezers that are designed specifically for that. One is our classic crane and the other one is the classic petite. Both of these have a great angle that you're able to pick up those lashes and place them flawlessly. The classic crane, because of the angle, it's perfect for beginning classic lash artists. They're able to grab those lashes and place it without any question. Our classic petite is perfect for more advanced classic lash artists. Because of the petite foot, it allows for a more customized lash placement of that lash extension on the natural lash. So that wraps up our classic tweezer lineup here at Bella Lash. Just a side note, don't get too caught up into which tweezers are meant for isolation versus application. A lot of these tweezers can be used for both, and finding what works best for you is the most important. Let's jump into our volume tweezers, starting with our isolation. We have two tweezers designed specifically for volume isolation. The first one is the volume isolation, the next one is the volume curved. The volume isolation is designed exactly like our classic super straight, except for it's a more narrow, lightweight design. Our next is our volume curved. Our volume curved is great for your client to have those thick layered lashes. Because of the angle, it's able to get in there and isolate those lashes effectively. Let's talk about our volume application tweezers. The most important part of the volume application tweezer is finding that sweet spot. What is that sweet spot, you ask? The sweet spot is that exact place on the tweezer that when you go to pick up your fan stays together. Finding the sweet spot is different for every person, and it's different on every tweezer, which is why we designed 3 volume application tweezers to fit your needs. These are our first 2 volume application tweezers. The first one is the Volume L and the Volume Pro. These tweezers are designed specifically for volume lashing because of the angle and the style of the foot. Because it has a little more surface area, you're able to pick up those fans without them falling apart. And this is our Volume Petite tweezer. This tweezer is designed for more advanced volume lash artists because of the petite foot. It has a lot smaller sweet spot, which allows for more delicate fan making as well as more precise placement. Just like our classic tweezers, a lot of our volume tweezers can be used for both isolation as well as application. So making sure you try a bunch of different ones so you're able to find that sweet spot that works best for you is how you'll be successful. Lastly, our Diamond Elite tweezers. These tweezers are top of the line premium tweezers. They come in 3 different styles. We have our crane, our straight, and our curved, which have been designed for both volume and classic lashing. Not only are these tweezers aesthetically pleasing, they also come with a lot of really neat features. The first feature is the diamond infused tip. This allows for better grip on the lash extensions. The next feature is the etched grip pattern on the side of the tweezer. This allows for better control and better grip so you don't risk dropping your tweezer. And lastly, they're stainless steel with 24 karat gold finish that elevate these tweezers to the next level. These are some of my all-time favorite tweezers to use. They are perfect for both volume and classic lashing. Again, choosing the tweezer is such a personal preference. So make sure that you try a bunch out to see what works best for you. Don't get caught up in the names of isolation versus application. Take your time because this is going to be your most valuable tool as a lash artist. Thank you for joining us on our Bella Lash Tweezer Tour. Have you tried one of our tweezers? Make sure you comment below which one is your favorite. Also, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all things lashing.